Story number 7. And the top 2 stories that made it to the media this week. Story number 7. We may be sleeping on Trump's foreign policy plan. This is a big story. Trump is always on the radar. This man has caused a lot of changes in the norm. A lot of people are watching their pocketbooks. Even when you look at the China tariffs, where will China go to with all of the pressure on their pockets? Will they wait for the next election to try to see who else gets to the White House? Will they find a way to get through this with this administration, even if Trump gets reelected? With this, you can see Trump's foreign policy taking center stage because there's been protests in Hong Kong. You look at how Russia has been weaseling its way around things, getting involved in people's elections. So how this administration will handle it? How will they contain the war in the Middle East? How will they somehow get Kim Jong-un to stop launching missiles? So Trump foreign policy is taking center stage, and I can probably give it up on a scale from 1 to 10, about a 10 that it will be the top key issue to debate this president on is how will he handle foreign relations. And you look at this, a bomb kills 63, injures more than 100, aiding at a wedding in Kabul, and this is in Afghanistan. So people will be looking at this president's foreign policy strategy and saying that, is he doing better for the good, for the common good when it comes to foreign policy, or is he doing worse? North Carolina gunshot billboard mocks the squad as idiots. The squad, Ilhan Omar or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, those women. So even when you look at separation between reaching across the aisle to try to gain support from each policy, this president's strategy is center stage. Yes, he may be revving up the crowd, getting the attention of his supporters, but the thing is when you look at a long-term investment into foreign policy, foreign relations, other countries, how we handle how we get along with our allies, and the fact that some people are looking at why Iran and the United States can't get along. It's because the Iranians and most people in Islam do not trust the United States when it comes to foreign policy. So this is a big topic for this president. How he handles his foreign policy agenda. Is the aggressive stance saying, you owe me, now pay up? Is that a better way to handle foreign policy? Is it better to be aggressive? Is it better to lose allies, lose friends, rather than to gain them? Is this national approach, not being a nationalist, or are people labeling now white nationalists, black nationalists? Is this approach convenient for foreign policy? Isolating yourself from the rest of the world. Some people say the more you put dust under the rug, the more dust that will be there. That's why you have to resolve things. So story number 7 has a lot of potential to be a developing and a bigger story, because they will debate this president on this issue. They will look at all of what his foreign strategy has done. Has it been for the better, or has it been for the worse? To me, things seem to be escalating. We were even having more domestic terrorism now than with all these crazy shootings and bombings and all this other crazy stuff. So story number 7 has substance. We may be sleeping on Trump's foreign policy plan, and that will probably be a hot topic as we get closer and closer to the next election. You're in the Mediator with me, Brian West, where it is my duty every week to give you the top 8 headlines and developing news stories that made it throughout the week. If you yourself want to be a contributor, all you have to do is visit www.method8inc.com, method8.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something, or just sponsor a program. We're headed into the top story that made it in this week, the top story. So if you want to help out, If you want to help us as we go to more stories every week and navigating the news, we're headed into the top story. This was story number 7. If you want to help out, all you have to do is visit www.methodinc.com, where you could find the stories that did make it in and the top stories that almost made it in. If you want to do your own research, find the articles, navigate the news. This is all for you. And if you just want to be a contributor, help out, do something for the cause, for the greater good of this program and other programs. Just buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something, or just sponsor a program on www.methodinc.com, methodinc.com. Constantly reminding you that I'm just a mediator. I stand in the middle. The news, the journalists, and the people in the front line deserve all the credit. I just navigate the news, top 8 stories, doing my own research and my own work for you to keep you informed. So if you want to be a contributor, help out anyway, all you have to do is visit www.methodinc.com, methodinc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator